What up guys, alright, Gold Energy. This is day 21 of 2020. Today we are going to talk about love and light in a much more physical way as opposed to, I guess it is not physical way, but I guess in physical reality. Because as we know, love and light, we are all love and light. We're just love and we are light. Our actual self is love and light. Love, I guess, emotionally, and light physically, you know? It's much more deeper than that. But I'm just kind of like touching the surface here. So yeah, so this pitch will be about love and light. Last night I slept at 4:30 in the morning watching Joe Rogan with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. And so I woke up at 8, so I slept 4 hours and I literally was dragging myself the whole day. So I just finished the preach and I just uploaded it to Instagram, as you probably saw. And now we're just gonna do the video, and it's a short one, but it's a really good one because I can relate for my own life. And this topic, it just really kind of spoke to me, so I just wanted to put on that. Especially now, I believe the Aquarius, the stars are like, we are feeling like romantic. Maybe because Valentine's Day is around the corner, but not really because it's still far away. But it's just the stars right now, the moon and everything. We are very close to we are in a love energy right now, and we might feel like romance and kind of crave or feel the need to have a partner and etc. And with that said, let's jump on this preach and define some love. Today's preach, I decided to base it on love at first sight and love in general, and how we are attracted to truth by the way it sparks love in our hearts when we encounter our 5D counterpart. When we meet someone and we feel deep love for them, that is because we are unconsciously witnessing their pure light and self without any layers or hidden motives or facades. As soon as we meet someone, the first minute, we feel like this really strong thing to them, like this pull, you know, this gravity, because of their amazing, like, just purity, because they have nothing that they're hiding from you, because they're just nature, you know. And I'm not saying we will feel this from everyone. Many people are literally living in these hidden secrets and they never want to show their true self anyways. But the ones that I actually feel in love with, or like love at first sight, is they are the ones that are like literally vibrating on their most truest self, and therefore their light is so visible that we are literally seeing their actual light and love being, not even their vessel, you know, because they're just so pure and they have no layers blocking them. They're just being themselves. That's usually what it is. It's like when we meet people that, I'm not talking about like physical look, I'm just talking about people that we just literally just fall in love with, like, wow, you're such a sweetheart, I just freaking love you, or you're like this amazing human being, this guy, girl, whatever. And or both. My point is, when we meet those people and we feel this strong love right off the bat, that's because they are literally emanating straight love. There's no like filters, there's no facades, it's just pure love, because they are just being themselves. That's the reason why many people, when they meet me, I'm not trying to put myself on that thing because I'm just very modest, but they really love my company. They're like, dude, we just want to hang out with you. I'm like, dude, it's all, I'm open, just come, just chill, just let's have fun. But if they're not on my same level, if we are on a totally different paths, I can't really spend time with them, obviously, as much as they want, because just like I was saying, how they may find my light, I don't find their light. So therefore, and most of the time I don't find many people find my light, but I don't find their light, because most of the people are sleeping in the matrix. And as much as they want to be spiritual, or as much as they want to live for their passion or live for love, not for money or the greed and etc., it's really hard for them to let go of that kind of facade, you know. So today I met some people and I knew that person was chill, but at the end he just showed himself that he's not even close to where I kind of consider someone to be for me to actually socialize with and actually keep connections with, which is really important for me, because I don't like to waste my energy no matter who it is. Yeah, so, and neither should you. And with that said, let's preach before we go to 30 minutes. Moreover, we continue to deeply feel connected to them as long as they stay true to us by their intentions. That's the other thing. Many people that we meet, they are very honest at first sight, and they are very cool, they're very chill, nothing hiding, everything is right in front of you, whatever see is whatever you get. And then as we date them, sorry, I was eating some orange, something just like in my teeth. And as we date them or are friends with them or we're like buddies, they start to kind of like have these layers, and they're like almost like blocking themselves out of fear of like, hey, I don't want this person to know this about me or that about me. And at that point, we don't feel the same way about them anymore because they're now using conditions that we are not familiar with. Therefore, naturally, we kind of like almost like we want to just not reject them, but we don't feel that connectivity anymore. The light is gone, it's faded, and we don't see light, we see dark. And that's the reason why many people, if you meet someone, that is the reason why many times when you meet somebody, and after a little while, depending on how often you meet, you feel different about that person. That's because that person has become someone else compared to their initial way that they were when you first met them. That is the pure reason why. Then the inevitable happens. And this is just the inevitable happening is talking about when we find out about them, their true self, or who they really are, or the layer that they're trying to use, their covers, their filters, their whatever they're trying to hide under, you know? So then the inevitable happens, and this happens all the time. Whether you're dating, or you're married, or anything. Once you're married, or once you're dating, or once you're friends with someone, eventually, if they're not true to themselves and to you, they will show like their layers, and you will be they will just kind of like almost self-sabotage their friendship with you. Okay, so then the inevitable happens. Coming back here, finally. Then the inevitable happens, and we notice their dark side when they lose their light and love for us. That's really what happens when someone starts to put layers in front of them, in front of you, kind of like, almost like guarding themselves from you. That's when you don't see their light and love, you see more dark, so therefore you lose your light and love for them. We all have someone that we never stop loving as much as we may live in the present moment, and that's because they never showed their dark side to us and just left for their own reasons. And that really happened to me once. There was a girl, I'm not gonna mention the name, but even though we kind of left, the only reason why I was able to like get over her was because even though I still kind of like, I still think she's like a pure angel, but I'm over her, but I don't hate her. I have full love for her. That's the weird thing. But I don't hate anyone, but I just I just have forgiven her, and I've forgotten about her. And but she's one person that I met, and I've dated many girls, and she's one person that I can never forget. It's just like I just can't. It's just like she's as pure as they come. It's just beyond pure. So anyways, so that's something that I could easily say that because we just broke up without any fights. We just said, okay, let's not date. It was harder for me to forget about her than I thought so, because when someone really like does you dirty, it's easier to say fuck that person and just say peace. But if they don't do you dirty, then you just kind of feel like, oh, I wish that person was in my life more, you know, like or we were together longer, because you enjoy that person. There's nothing negative you saw from that person. It was all straight, and that's what she was. She was very straight. She had no layers, zero layer, and that's literally why. And that is the reason why I never stopped being friends with them, and just like that. Yeah. All right, guys. I don't want to TMI you guys more, but one day I'll make a video on that, just on that person. Okay. This is one of the toughest ways we can depart from another, and although it may be a positive separation to the departed party, which is the person that decides to leave without reason, but it will forever be a misery for the one that they left behind on good terms without a legitimate reason. And that's literally what happened to me. It was a misery for a while, but I got over it. Everything is good now, and it's great. And I kind of changed my association, and I reframed whatever we had, and I'm thankful to her because of her. I started doing meditation in 2010, which was really amazing, and then that was actually my first awakening. Yeah, so instead of saying, oh my god, she just screwed me, she's my first love, she left, but instead I just felt like she helped me, because she showed me how beautiful love can be and how beautiful people are out in this world, and how amazing it is that one person can mean so much to you and you can mean so much to the other person. And that was so powerful for me that it made me feel love for everyone else. So kind of like I changed my association with that ending to a positive ending instead of negative. That's what I'm saying. So, and you should do that too. That's the best way to let go. Okay, and that's what I'm saying next. If you have experienced this or know someone that has been hung and left to dry, the best way to let go or inform your loved one to get over and forget is by forgiving and allowing it to be in the past. And as they focus on the present moment and reframe that old flame breakup story into a positive framework by associating positivity with the breakup, like I was just saying, then they will allow it to fade itself, and it'll literally like naturally happen as long as we know, just let it go, just let it flow by itself. It'll naturally fade itself as it is recycled in the background and released from any previous emotion or role that it previously played in an infinite loop fashion in their life, in your life. That's literally what happens when you let them go and you just kind of work on what really makes you happy and you just do your passion, or you live in the now, the most powerful thing, living in the now and being alert to the now. Then that old timeline kind of fades away because you have forgiven that person, so you're letting go of that person, and you're associating that person with the positivity, like thank you for this, and I'm happy that I did this, you know? You literally are thankful and feel grateful for the experience that that person gave you, that really proves to you that there is such a thing as when you meet someone and you're super in love with that person and you still love that person even after breakup. That means that it was a karmic thing that you have to meet again, because in a different lifetime you were dating but you didn't finish the cycle, so you had to like kind of finish the cycle, kind of like a full term. That's what happened here, and it was so beautiful. She would notice this too, and back then I had no idea what she was talking about, but now I do. It's amazing. And yeah, so that's literally how you let it go. If you have friends that are suffering, tell them that this is how you do it, is you just forget and you just forgive, and you just associate that breakup or that relationship in a positive way as far as how it ended, and everything else just kind of feels positive, and then you just raise your vibration and a better person comes into your life because you kind of allocate space for love in your life instead of living in the past with the old flame that is not there anymore because the flame is gone. Okay, lastly, be aware of the light and love and choose your love counterpart solely on this prerequisites before and during the entire duration of your relationship, and you'll enjoy a healthy and heavenly love. So that's literally what I was just saying. If you just literally base your relationship based on love and light, meaning if you are with somebody, make sure it's for their love and their light, not for lots of reasons, not to make money on them, not to get materials from them, not to take advantage of them, not to screw them over, not to con them. Make sure your love, or if you're with that person, is not just because you want to have a family and you just want to have a girlfriend for sex, or a boyfriend for, you know, same sex, or just physical, or just have someone to just kind of hug at night. Make sure that the love is there, because if there's no love, it's going to eventually just die out and it's going to hurt you later. So it's better to find the one that has more light than dark, and that light will never stop shining, and your life will always be bright and never dark. And that said, have an amazing, beautiful, super Taco Tuesday. It is a Taco Tuesday, so make sure it's vegan or vegetarian. It is so yummy to eat vegan tacos. I've had a few this past like year that I've been vegan, and I tell you, like, it tastes much more funner knowing that no one suffered. Enjoy your Taco Tuesday, and with that said, much love, peace, and namaste. Stay vibey with love and light.